Hey everybody, welcome into another edition of 5 Fantastic Minutes. Hope you're doing great out there. And today we're going to be talking about Google reviews, but a little bit different spin on it at Iconic. And Iconic went great, and so many of you out there that came went back and applied the teachings. And one of those teachings was how to get more Google reviews. And several of you came back and really knocked it out of the park. The feedback's been great. Very, very proud of you. For those of you that went back and took the teachings, executed it, and saw your customers, your patients give you more Google reviews. So very, very good job. But today, we're going to be talking about something that I brought up at Iconic in kind of a private conversation. And I want you to have this mindset that I'm about to talk about, and I want you to go into your business every day with this mindset. I want you to think for a moment, what happens when somebody writes a one-star Google review? How does that make you feel? Right? And obviously, panic sets in, right? It makes you nervous and anxious. And oh my God, do I respond to it? Do I not respond to it? What do I do? Like, how do we get more 5-star reviews to offset this? Right? And this sense of urgency kicks in for you to focus around that in your business. What if we had that same urgency before we had the 1-star reviews? Right? What if you showed up every single day and you said, look, at any given moment in time, somebody could hit and write a 1-star review. It could be, the business down the street writes a 1-star review about you. They're not even a customer. You never know. Maybe you do piss off a customer by accident, and they go and they hit the internet and write a 1-star review, right? This could happen to any of us any day. The problem, and we're so reactive as humans, right? You hear me talk about that all the time. The problem is that we wait until those 1-star reviews creep in to figure out, how do we get more 5-star reviews, right? That whole process, and it just makes us sick to our stomach. What I want you to do, and this is easier said than done, right? A lot of times the chaos of our businesses get in the way of these things. What I want you to do at your morning meeting with your team or the next weekly meeting at your team or whatever it may be is I want you to install an urgency that you show up to work every single day saying, look, how do we make sure every day we get one, right? It doesn't have to be 20, right? I believe it can be more than one every single day, but how do we get one, right? And therefore, we know every single week we're going to walk away with 5 new 5-star Google reviews, right? And in a month, that's 20 plus, right? How do we do that with a sense of urgency before the 1-star review kicks in? This is so important because, like I said, so many of you freak out whenever the 1-star review is written about your business. But, if you're a restaurant out there, you don't have your waiters asking at every table. It's a huge blown opportunity. Our niche in orthodontics, dentistry, and wrong, are your clinical assistants making that a part of every appointment? When someone's getting their braces off, their last day in Invisalign, whatever it may be, are you asking then? Is your team searching for clues, right, that go boom, right there? Right there's a way I can get a 5-star review that they just gave me a tip, right? They smiled and said, we're really good, whatever it may be. Are you looking for 5-star reviews every single day? Because if you are, then what happens when you get a 1? It's not going to feel as bad, right? Because you have several 5s to offset it. And I would make the argument, many of you have heard me talk about, I don't think you want 500 5-star Google reviews. It makes you look shady, right? Is your mom and dad and your sister and brother writing reviews for you instead of the consumer, instead of your customer, right? So every once in a while, having a 1-star review creep in, I think validates all the 5s. Now, you can't have 10 reviews and 3 of them be 1 stars. That's not what I'm talking about, right? So we need to every single day have the urgency to get 5-star reviews. So whenever that bad one does come across, that if and when, right, then we're not freaking out as much because all it's doing is validating those 5s, okay? So I want you to walk away with a proactive mindset. We're so reactive. We are a reactive animal, right? We get into relationship problems with our wife. We seek counseling. We get overweight. We try to lose weight. We lose money, try to make money. We're very reactive. So this is difficult. So what I'm asking you to do is be proactive about this and go in every day with the urgency to get 5-star reviews, just like the urgency that creeps in whenever you get a 1. And then you want to go get 5-star reviews. Let's flip that and be proactive, all right? Have a great rest of your week. As always, please thumb this video up, share it with your friends, colleagues, family members, anybody that wants to transform their life, career, and/or business. Make some comments in the section below. We appreciate all of your support out there. We'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.